You have done an amazing job outlining how many pages. Now we're going to dig even deeper, and we're going to talk about what needs to go into every page. So this one will be difficult. I'm not going to lie to you. This one is not fun. So if you're finding you're getting stuck, you're in good company. Most people in this part really struggle. The way a website is done and created is in sections. So if you look at any website, you will see that there's going to be a header section, and then maybe a testimonial section, and then an about section, and then a services section, and a contact us section, and a testimonial section. And you can see that there's little breaks between each section. So when a team quotes a job, a lot of times they're going to look at, okay, A, how many pages, B, how many sections on a page. Because you can have one page that, a home page may have 9 to 11 sections. A contact us page may have 3. So obviously a home page is more complex and more expensive than a contact us page. So how they're going to know how to price your job is by like the size and the length of each page. So if they say to you, if a web team says to you, oh, it's $2,000 for a 5-page site, but they don't know that each of your pages is 10 sections long, they may or may not be able to follow that. They may not be able to stick to their deal. So making sure that you explain again how big each page is so you can get an accurate quote. So you can see here, page sections and goals. So you can see from the pages you identified above, in this step, please break down each page into the page goal, number of sections, general notes, number 4, functionality requirements, if any. So this is where a lot of our clients start to really panic, because they're like, oh my God, I don't know what I want on each page. And to that, I always reply, just relax. Just like, this is just a brain dump. This is not written in stone. This is just general direction for us to get a feel of how big a page are we building. This can, be flexible, but usually you're going to be pretty close. So you can see in this, for example, so this was a client that we had. This is a sample. So his services page, the page goal, introduction to services, similar, same message from the home page, which ties our services together. So the sections. So this, if we scroll down, you can see here, this page has 7 sections. So we've got the header, the hero section. So the header is like your menu, if you have your social media icons, things like that. Your hero section is like your header image where it says, thanks for stopping by, or, your one step, like whatever it is. You got that big image, maybe with a button with some text. And then we've got the next section, which is a text section, the overall services description. Then we have 4 blocks showing their 4 services, case studies, call to action, footer. So you can see here notes. Each service box in section 4 will open up to an individual service page. So that's a functionality note. Functionality requirement: must fully integrate with current custom content management system. This calls a database which returns the details and enters HTML results, for example. So this client, they had a custom tool that they had used to build their website. So they needed a developer, whoever was quoting this job, to be aware that they have a custom CMS. They're not using WordPress. They're not using Wix. They're not using Drupal. Like, this is a whole custom thing. So this developer has to know that to be able to come in and say, okay, he needs time to learn this CMS. He may need to consult someone. He may need extra onboarding time. WordPress may or may not be helpful. So this job may require a different type of developer, not just a WordPress developer, not a front-end developer, which we'll get into in a minute. So you can see here that, so this client may or may not edit these sections, and that designer will help kind of craft it, but at least we can see generally how big a page this is. So what you want to do is you want to create something like this for every single one of your pages. And as hard and as time consuming as this is, this will help you so much to think through what exactly you want in your new site. Because if you don't know, your team won't know. And they won't, again, you just won't get a realistic quote unless you really break it down as to the size of the pages that you want to create.